I'm Rebecca Fryer with Kingstonist News. News is brought to you by Improbable Escapes. Finders Keepers is back after a 2-year hiatus, with hidden prizes located all over the city and clues to be announced on Instagram beginning December 11th. Follow at Improbable Escapes HQ to play. ImprobableEscapes.com. Here's what's making headlines today, December 9th, 2022. It was earlier this week that Kingston City Council voted to approve sweeping changes to the city's Heritage Committee that will essentially divide it into 2 new subcommittees, one focused on preserving heritage properties and the other focused on heritage programming. The changes to Heritage Kingston will also see the introduction of a new 3-stream approval process for heritage permit applications, where smaller matters can be handled by the agencies, while they do have the ability to escalate matters all the way up to having an audience with City Council, depending on the size and scope of the proposed project. The 2 new committees will be in place by March 1st of 2023, while the 3-stream approval process will take effect sooner, happening on January 1st. Speaking of council, Tuesday night, they also discussed and voted to change the wording of the current city bylaws that condone the play of on-street hockey, but no other sports within the city of Kingston. Council looked at 3 different options to amend the bylaw, including one option that would have seen the wording of the bylaw adjusted to include allowing additional sports and activities to take place on public roadways during daylight hours when there is good visibility and good weather. Another option was to do literally nothing and keep the bylaw exactly as is, with hockey remaining the only permitted on-street sport, but ultimately, Council voted in favor of their second presented option, choosing to neither expressly permit nor prohibit the playing of sport and games on roadways, which is actually in line with the practices of many other municipalities throughout the province that also neither allow nor ban on-street sports. So, to read more about Council's decision and what this could mean for your weekly game of shinny or your kids' after-school activities, you can check out the full article right now at kingstonist.com. The operators of the city's sleeping cabins project at Portsmouth Olympic Harbour are hailing 3 people as life-saving heroes following a fire in one of the cabins earlier this week. While Kingston Fire and Rescue could not confirm witness reports, the founder and director of Our Livable Solutions did confirm with Kingstonist reporters that during the incident, a staff member, a resident, and a firefighter risked their lives and used what she called heroic efforts to evacuate another resident from his cabin. KFR says the investigation into the blaze has been handed over to Kingston Police, who say no charges have been laid at this time. The estimated cost of damages to the 3 affected cabins is about $60,000. Speaking of police, as we inch closer and closer to Christmas, officers want to remind all of us about the ongoing credit card scams happening in the YGK area. According to police, this year's scams typically involve you getting a call from somebody claiming to be a representative from a credit card company, and they tell you that your card has been compromised, and now they need your help to catch the person who did this to you. And how, you may ask? Well, of course, by purchasing gift cards from places like PayPal, Amazon, and MasterCard, and then you give the scammers all of the gift card information over the phone, and they'll steal your money. Police want to remind all of us that the number one red flag and rule when it comes to avoiding scammers is to remember that companies, including your bank, your credit card, and the government, will never ask you to pay for outstanding balances or anything else using gift cards. And for more on how to protect yourself and your loved ones from becoming victims of scam this holiday season, you should check out the full story right now at kingstonist.com. Today is December 9th. It's also the day to cram a cruiser full of non-perishable food items and cash donations at the Loblaws Center located in the Kingston Center in support of the local Christmas food hamper program. The event runs from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. with all donations going towards the Christmas hamper campaign in partnership with Loblaws, St. Vincent de Paul, and Kingston Police. And lastly, the W.J. Henderson Recreation Center in Loyalist Township is set to receive more than $16.5 million in funding from the federal government to improve the facility's safety, accessibility, and environmental performance. Specifically, this means that they will finally repair and replace the pool, and they will use the rest of the cash to improve accessibility and mechanical systems, as well as renovate the arena and the library with new energy-saving fixtures and greener systems. For more on these stories and other headlines, or to submit your own news, visit kingstonist.com and become a subscriber today. I'm Rebecca Fryer Have a great one, Kingston.